That's where we're going. I'm in the garden in one of the oldest churches in Bucharest, where people usually queue up on Tuesdays because of tradition in which you need to pray to Saint Anthony for 13 Tuesdays in a row, and then you will be granted a really big wish. People queue up inside of the church in order to touch the icon of Saint Anthony and kiss it and pray in front of it. But I actually feel like the garden is the actual church, so it doesn't really make sense to just queue up for hours and just kind of like bump into people and get into a really nasty mood when you could just come to the garden, sit down on the ground, be underneath this beautiful pine and just say your prayer. I just think that this is literally the garden of God, nature, the nature surrounding the church especially. But that's just me because I'm a witch. Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi and I will be your guide for today. I cannot wait to read you your cards. We have here a couple of tarot and oracle cards that will help us find the answer to the question, what would your person say to you? If they could speak to you, what would they say? This is especially important for those of you who are in complicated twin flame situationships or who may be in a no contact situationship, because I feel like you guys are in need of the most of these kind of messages. So I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to give you some support. And I'm also looking forward to see what messages pop up for you today. I just received this gorgeous Midnight Magic Tarot, and I thought I would put it to good use in this reading today for you guys. So get ready for some mushroomy action at your specific pile. But without further ado, let me introduce to you the crystals that I have placed here in front of you. For group 1, I have a choice of a peach selenite. It is this gorgeous crystal. You see it's apricot colored with streaks and in the shape of a heart. Now for group 2, I have this very heavy, important agate. It's a brown agate with the most gorgeous streaks I have seen in a crystal. So that's for you. It almost looks like there's an eye, right? There's a beautiful silken cat eye watching you. Gorgeous. And for group 3, I have here a new crystal which was added to my collection through your kind gifts, so thank you so much. We have here a mahogany obsidian. I think that, the light at the moment doesn't do this crystal justice. It is so smooth. It has these really deep red texture and color and with these black flakes. So that's for you, group 3, if you feel drawn towards it. I would strongly recommend that you choose just one, okay? One of these options. Because, Saturn is in Pisces conjunct Neptune, confusion is rife in the collective, so I don't want to confuse you. I want to give you messages that are clear and inspiring. So choose just one, baby, and if you feel like just hanging out with me, listen to the whole clip, just as some sort of like background relaxation. A lot of you have been messaging me to tell me that you love to put my videos on when you feel stressed, when you had a day full of conflicts. It sends you to sleep, so I have this soporific effect on you guys, and I'm truly, truly grateful for the fact that my videos help you, at least in terms of giving you some sleep, if not helping you progress and advance forward into your love relationship. So all this being said, make sure that you check all the links that I placed for you in the description box. I have 2 other channels for you to subscribe to and enjoy, an astrology channel, The Spiritual Cosmos, and also a chill relaxation vlogging channel, The Eden Nearby. So make sure that if you enjoy my company, if you enjoy the work I do, or just my vibe, subscribe to those channels as well. Also, you need to know that I actually post a lot of readings on TikTok and Instagram. I enjoy them so much. Make sure that you also follow me there for additional readings. And in addition to this, I'm open for personal readings. I have a new service on. This is the Synastry Report. So if you feel that after you've listened to this reading, you want something deeper, but from an astrological point of view, rather than with the help of tarot and oracle, then just get in touch with me and I'll be happy to create a report for you and your boo. I need to remember to breathe because I sometimes need to keep in mind to tell you guys a lot of important things in the introduction. I do need to mention as well that about 48 hours from the moment after I launch this pickacard, there will be a full moon in Aries, and I am bringing back the full moon lives. So join me this Friday, the 29th of September 2023 at 6 p.m. for a full moon live. I'm not going to be doing makeup anymore. That's not my thing. I tried it. I made a mistake. We're moving forward. We're adjusting and learning. I will be doing free card pulls. So if you have no money, but if you want the answer to one of your questions, make sure that you tune into our full moon live so I can pull a card for you and give you some quick advice. Okay guys, I love to work in your service. I love to create this beautiful types of readings. I'm filled with so much joy and gratitude, and I hope that this beautiful heart energy is going to transpire into the messages you will receive today. So let's not keep you waiting too long. Let's find out, what would your person say to you? Mwah. Hey group 1, welcome to a pickacard reading on the topic of what would your person say to you. This is for those of you that were drawn to the peach selenite. So there is a strong wave of warmth and affection overwhelming your person's heart. Let's see what cards you got. We have here the Queen of Cups. What was I saying? Affection, radiance, nurturing, wanting to settle down in something safe and cozy. Intuition, emotion. We also have here the Ace of Cups. Wow, feelings overflowing. This person is in love with you. Group 1, right off the bat, without any doubt. You're dealing here, also in some cases you may be dealing with somebody that is of the same sex or gender as you. So we have here an attraction that is undeniable. Your person is feeling in their feelings about you. They may be spending a lot of time at home, recovering, healing themselves. They could be getting in touch with spirituality. I feel like their mother and all of the other nurturing feminines in their lives are inspiring your person to pursue their heart, to do what is right, to wear their heart on their sleeve. Expect some sort of love declaration from them. What would your person say to you? That they love the socks off of you. They would say that you mean everything to them, that they see you as the potential mother to their children if you would love to have children together with somebody someday. I see also here a person that is quite creative and fertile. They are thinking about you and fantasizing in the most beautiful way because their fantasies are not purely physical. They're blended with emotions and compassion and kindness. You may be dealing here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could be one yourself in this period. And I feel that there is this wave of emotion, this emotional outburst that is coming through for you in this period. So I'm loving this energy. I haven't had such a positive reading in such a long time. So let's keep it moving. Let's see the other cards. The midheaven. The midheaven is that point in our chart that usually crosses through the 10th house. And the 10th house is the public personality that we have. It is ruled by Capricorn, Saturn, and it shows the legacy that we leave behind after a life well lived. This is also the energy of a person that is thinking of making the connection with you public. Your person wants to take their feelings and put them into some sort of emotional declaration, an emotional outburst in front of everyone. They want to tell them, I have found my prince or my princess and I want to take them with me to live in our castle. I also see here a very Disney-esque kind of vibration. This castle in this specific deck reminds me of the Walt Disney castle. So it could be that this person is planning to take you on a trip to a fantasy location, to an amusement park, or to Disneyland itself and declare their love for you. This would be amazing. If this happens, Okay, I think that for most of you this is going to happen, but if it actually happens, please just comment down below, because you never know with these readings. There's a 50-50 hit and miss chance, because I'm reading here for a large collective, not for just a specific person. So the the chances of being clear can sometimes waver. Okay, let's keep it moving. We have here strength. So this person is understanding that true strength is actually owning up to their feelings and actually showing other people, look, this is who I am, this is what I desire, this is what I want. It may be not what other people want from me, but this is the person that I want to be with. You, group one. So your person is coming into the strength of their feelings. They're understanding that it's okay to be vulnerable, that it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve, and that saying I love you to somebody is not a way to ruin your toughness, but it's a way to actually demonstrate true, undeniable inner force. So this person is moving away from an understanding of strength as separation and muscle, and it's coming into this beautiful awareness, this high-minded spiritual awareness that strength is having the courage to do the right thing, is actually being able to own up and confess your feelings to other people, even if they have hurt you or even if they are radio silent in the situation. So I'm picking up that this person is planning a grand gesture. They're planning something important. Expect a declaration. Okay, it could come out of the blue for some of you. It may not be the most eloquent declaration. It could just be a song that this person has created for you. It may be that they just come and they hug you, because with the Ace of Cups, this is all emotion. This is all watery energy. It's not about putting things into words, because that would be swords energy. It's not about wands, taking bright, bold action. This is about sending you this vibration, kind of like telepathically communicating with you. You feel something and they feel it as well, yeah? And I feel like you're dealing here with somebody who may be 36 or 35 years old, or you could have this age, yeah? So you guys could mirror one another. Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh, the beautiful cards. So we have here tobacco, and we also have here breath work. Wow. Okay, so this person may relax by smoking something. It may not be tobacco, it could be weed, it could be something that their doctor has prescribed. Maybe they are into herbal cigarettes. And I feel that whenever this person lights up one at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm hearing, they think of you. It's like, that's it, that's their happy place is you. I feel like this person could have a very busy life. Maybe they have a lot of responsibilities. It could be that they are their own boss, but you are their happy place. You are the point of relaxation. When they think of you, they think of fantasy, escapism, they think of beauty. They tend to idealize you a little bit, okay? So they may have put you right up there on top of this castle, okay? But nonetheless, it's a pleasure and a privilege to actually be a person's relaxation point. Think about that. How wonderful is that, right? Because sometimes people tend to stress us out, right? Sometimes people come across as intimidating or heavy. They are heavy karmic counterparts and teachers. But to you, this person is kind of like placing you up there in a Venus Neptunian cloud, and you mean the world to them. You make them dream, you inspire them. And I see here that with breath work, this is a very subtle indication that this person could be breathing heavily while they're thinking of you, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so think about activities that could make their heart beat faster, pounding, yeah? And it's not just cardio or climbing up the stairs really fast. So I feel that this person really wants to tune and adapt into the rhythms of you. I feel like if this person is touching themselves thinking of you, then it's like they send you this energy as well. They say your name or they visualize you and you feel it too, because yeah, we are that powerful creators. We can manifest these kind of changes in a person's mood and behavior from a distance. So the keywords here are: feed your ancestors, raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. So we're talking here about pure tobacco, right? So not necessarily the cigarettes that are out there commercialized, which can be really damaging to you. But from time to time, lighting up some tobacco can be quite refreshing, can be something that can be enjoyed in moderation. And we also have here with breath work, allow your breath to expand your spirit and fill your heart. So there's true expansion, true growth. This person is opening up their heart. and your heart. This person wants to open up your heart because you help them open up theirs. And I'm like crying. I'm sorry, I just got like ridiculously emotional. This is so beautiful. It's just because it's been such a long time since I've been feeling this really good energy, and I'm incredibly grateful when it comes over. So thank you, group one, because you're here and because I'm reading your energy. You're giving me life force. Now, the final two cards that I have for you, we have here yin and yang. So a balancing of the masculine and the feminine, an understanding of when to move and take action and when to be receptive and wait and observe. This is also about chaos and order. Usually in the past, the feminine principle was considered to be this principle associated with the moon and chaos, this kind of like wild force of emotions and power and strength, and the man was the stabilizing principle, the one that would hold and contain this chaos. But nowadays the roles can be changed because, as we know, the way in which we practice femininity and masculinity in real life according to gender norms or to gender rebellions can be very different, yeah? So I see here nonetheless that whatever you associate with, whether you're a woman that associates more with the masculine principle or a man that is more in his yin-based feminine energy, you guys are coming into balance. You've got exactly the right amount of feminine and masculine, and it's kind of like you make each other, it's like you balance each other out. I don't know if I should tell you a story here right now about Pisces and Scorpio. Okay, I'm gonna tell you because it's coming through. I noticed something really interesting astrologically speaking. I'm a Pisces myself, and I had some Pisces friends. I had some Scorpio lovers as well, and I also had some Scorpio friends, both men and women. And what I noticed with them is that Scorpios, especially the men, they tend to come across as quite effeminate because they're so emotional and artistic and creative and healing, and they have these kind of like creature comfort habits, you know, they tend to fall back into their Taurus shadow. So they come across sometimes as a little bit effeminate, not fully masculine. Some of them actually struggle with that identity, especially if they try to come across as more traditionally male. And it's not working for them because a lot of other men hit on them or women hit on them due to their magnetism. And Pisces kind of has the opposite thing. Pisces women especially, they come across as quite masculine and in control, and they can be quite curt and quite authoritative sometimes, you know, until these two come together. It's fascinating what happens, but it's like the moment when a Scorpio man who comes across as more effeminate meets a Pisces woman that is a bit more authoritarian, it's like the gender roles flip, and all of a sudden she becomes this like princess and like sweetheart, and he becomes this like tough male, and it's really, really strange. And I don't know why I felt the need to share this story with you, but try it out. Look around you, ask people for their star sign, and see if, you know, test out, do a little social experiment, use astrological knowledge and do a social experiment, talk to people, ask them about their star sign, and test it out for yourself. I guarantee that you're going to see this pattern in real life. So yeah, that's why you're here. It's the spiritual social, yeah. So anyway, coming back to this card, I felt the need to say this. Maybe you are a water sign in love with the water sign, and this is the beautiful blending that is happening because I see here an abundance of water, okay? And it may just be that Saturn in Pisces is bringing you guys together after long hardships. So the card that I keep holding in my hand is the yin and yang, but I also see here the distorted masculine. So I feel that this connection is actually benefiting him a lot, because I feel that you, especially if you're the divine feminine incarnate, if you're working with your high-minded feminine energy and you're raising your awareness as well, like I know most of my viewers are, then you're helping this individual heal their distorted masculine. Yeah, you're balancing this person's energies out, like in the story that I said with Pisces and Scorpio, but I think that this could be applied to other signs as well, like Leo and Sagittarius also have the same kind of energy. And I feel like you guys, no matter what star sign you are, you're coming together to balance each other out, but most importantly, you're coming together to heal him. Because I feel whoever identifies as a masculine in your couple, I feel he has a deep wound there. And the wound could actually have been created because he was trying so hard to fit inside a sick, toxic, patriarchal system. Yeah, so he was trying to live up to certain toxic norms for masculinity, for basically male heteronormativity. So I see very clearly here that this is going to be balanced out, yeah? You relax this person enough to heal their distorted masculine. We have it here with breath work and tobacco. You may have worked with your ancestors in order to calm this person down, to get them to love and understand himself or their self, okay, however this person identifies. And I feel like right now this is just a balancing moment. The stars are aligning, okay? This is coming through for you. I would strongly recommend that if you enjoy this reading and this message, sleep with a piece of peach selenite. It doesn't have to be heart-shaped, but it's easily purchasable. You can find it all over the place. Selenite, it's a crystal that is quite abundant and it's relatively cheap. So you may acquire it for yourself and sleep with this tiny crystal underneath your pillow so that it activates this warming, gorgeous energy in your life, because there is a true, palpable, pragmatic growth that is happening in this person's life, in the life of your beloved, and you will see the manifestation of this beautiful healing in the coming days, okay? I'm gonna end it here. This has been beautiful. This is what your person would say to you, that they want to commit to you, they want to make it public, that they love the socks off of you, and you're going to find out very soon that they are strong finally. They're coming into this full force, this confidence to tell you how they feel, and that you relax them, you make them dream, and they want to dream together with you. God bless. Beautiful. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Let me know down in the comments if it resonates. Thank you so much. Make sure to like this video as well if you have enjoyed it, so it gets distributed to other people who may need to hear this message. See you next time, Group 1. Take care. Ciao. Hey Group 2, welcome to your pick a card reading. This is for those of you who are drawn to this brown agate piece that looks like there is a cosmic eye, a storm on Jupiter watching down upon you. So I'm feeling here something heavy that needs to be processed, but also something that is quite anchored into reality, something stable and unshakable. There is a rooting process happening between you and your person. So based on that, okay, clink clank, so some messages are coming through. Okay, sounds also help to scare away evil spirits. That's why we use bells and Tibetan singing bowls in this practice. So there could be some piercing of negativity. You guys are coming into brighter energy. Let's see what the cards have to say. What would your person say to Group 2? What would their person say to Group 2? Maybe this is mine as well. Hey, okay. So we have here the Temperance card, the shiitake mushroom. You're dealing here with an Aquarius. I'm hearing a beautiful Aquarian, okay? So I feel that knowledge, this person wants to share some knowledge with you. They came to a realization. They want to balance things out. You mean to them something that can offer them a counterpoint. Yeah, the weight of you, not physical, but I feel like the meaning and spiritual value of you is the weight that is being kept on the scales, and it's equalizing the energy between you two. This person has a very rational, abstract, they're highly intelligent, and they sometimes use big words or abstract descriptions to hide their feelings behind. Yeah, so if it's confusing sometimes to get to them, you ask them a direct question and they start getting into this philosophical debate. This is how they are. You know, you're dealing here with somebody of a high mind. This could also be a Sagittarius as well, a person that tends to intellectualize their feelings in order not to become too overwhelmed by them, because both Aquarians and Sagittarius, they feel a lot. They're super sensitive actually, but because of their nature, because of their sun energy, they detach very quickly from what they feel in order not to become overwhelmed. and they apply a kind of philosophical energy to what they're feeling. They're trying to understand their feelings almost like with a pole stick from a distance. It's like you take an animal from the wild and you cage them and you try to observe them with cameras. That's kind of the energy of how this person relates to their feelings, yeah? But their feelings are intense and quite wild sometimes, yeah? So you're dealing here with an individual that would like to tell you that they want to balance things out. They want something equitable. They want you to give as much as they give. They want you to receive as much as they receive. Give me a second. I just got completely... Giving, there's a block here. There's a block in this person's capacity to give to you, because receiving didn't feel right when I said it. So there is something here. I wanted to say give. This person either overgives, overshares, or withholds completely. And I would be most tempted to say that they may withhold their affection. It could be just temporarily. Maybe you guys had an argument. At the beginning they were very giving, and then all of a sudden, whoosh. But this person is very passionate. Yeah, we see here the cardinal. This red, feisty, fiery energy. I feel like this is an individual that is afraid of being locked into a relationship. They're afraid of no longer growing, no longer having possibilities. Yeah, it's a typical Aquarius and Sagittarius problem. They love their freedom so much, their independence, their individuality, that when they meet somebody that they fall in love with, they freak out. Because it's almost as if, how can I keep my freedom and keep everything I love on my own, but also be in a connection with somebody else? You know, when we fall in love, we tend to kind of blend temporarily, especially in the beginning phases. There's this osmosis that happens between you and your beloved. And while water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, love that thing, they love to be like this with their person, right? It can suffocate Aquarians and Sagittarians. So yeah, you're dealing here with somebody who is freaking out. They need to know that they can be with you, but also that their freedom will be respected, that they can grow with you, that they won't stagnate, that you're not just going to put them behind a big house with a picket fence, you know, because they're just going to use that picket fence to impale themselves on it, you know. This is the kind of individual. It's like, no, I don't want to be trapped. I don't want to be blocked. I don't want to be contained. And this is nothing to shame them for. This is just how they are, you know. We are different individuals with different needs. All of us represent one of the 12 signs of the zodiac, and we all have different ways in which we exercise this energy. And we need all of them. We need all of these different energies. So it's an exercise in tolerance, you being in a connection with this person. What else would they say to you? They want to give you a gift. You inspired them so much that they want to give back to you. Again, giving. Gift giving, yeah? So it's like you opened up this person's heart. It's like you're like unbuttoning unbuttoning a really thick maybe chemise or a coat that has a lot of buttons or a lot of strings, and you're really working there, you know, diligently like a bee. And this individual is like, okay, fine, okay, take from me. You've managed to confuse me. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things. What is happening here? You've managed to confuse me, complete me, control me. Okay, so there's some confusing energy in this person's mind. They want you, but at the same time, they're freaking out. They want balance. They want to give you a gift. The energy is actually quite beautiful, but there is an underlining current of anxiety. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Yeah, look, Pallas Athena, I think. This person also wants to make right by you. Maybe they said something that disrespected you, that hurt you, and they're like, I can't act like this anymore. I have to be able to call my own bluff, you know? I need to go back and apologize. I need to make things right. I need to give you what you're due. Pallas Athena is this energy of righteousness, judgment, justice, yeah? Bringing things to what they were before an imbalance happened. So if you had some sort of argument with your person, if there was a misunderstanding and they just bailed out on you, it's because they temporarily freaked out. They allowed their emotions to get the best of them, and now they would come back and they would say, I'm thinking about you. I want to do right by you. I want to give you a gift, and I want to set the foundations of a new way of relating to you. I want us to begin again if we can, but from a new foundation. And this card appeared quite a lot in my readings. It appeared in my short, the one that I published yesterday. Go and watch that, because the message in that short resonates very strongly for you, group 2, okay? So that's an additional reading on top of the one you're getting here. I also feel that your person would say, drop your guard with me, stop being so defensive, because it's like you have a helmet on. You know, I see this Pallas Athena energy as your energy. You're super smart, logical, you understand sequences, and you understand the law of karma. So it's kind of like you told this person, yeah, sure, treat me like this, but you know, whatever you do to me is going to come back and haunt you. And now what are they doing? They're coming back to haunt you. Because they've been haunted by what you said to them. Attitude, yeah, I love it. So now we also have here understanding. This is pretty easy, right? To figure out what they would say. They would say, I understand you now. I understand why you had to do what you had to do, why you had to tell me that. I know that it's not out of spite, but it's because you wanted something from me. I freaked out. I behaved irrationally. You told me that it will come back to haunt me, and you are right. For those of you out there who have Virgo placements, this person is going to tell you a thing that will get you orgasmatic. They will tell you, you are right. Sorry, I'm just cracking a little joke there, because I know that my Virgos really love to be told that they're right. Yeah, they live for that kind of thing. Okay, so the next card, pomegranate. A lot of Virgos just completely unsubscribe from my channel after this comment. We have here pomegranate, and we also have witch's rosary. Tell me that these cards are not gorgeous. Just tell me that the Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle isn't the best thing you've seen this year. I just love it so much. Coming back to your reading, the keywords are, dare to taste the unknown. Let it seduce your spirit awake. So not knowing in the situation is an aphrodisiac. It helps ease the connection. It helps bring more flow and harmony. The fact that this person might have left you hanging is not a bad thing. First of all, it helps them to see that you are right. And it also helps them to be slowly pulled back into your energy. You have this magnetic force field at the moment, which I think it's because of all the wonderful spiritual work you've been doing. And this person sees the light. They see this glow, and they cannot help it, like a moth to a flame. They want to come back and say, I want to taste you. Yeah. The pomegranate seeds were also used in the story of Cora Persephone, the goddess of spring and the underworld, the spouse of Pluto, or Hades, the god of the underworld. And he actually tricked her by giving her something to eat from the underworld. He gave her 6 pomegranate seeds, and she ingested them. And because she ate something from the world of the dead, she would always have to return there. It's interesting because 6, right? 6, the number of Venus, but it's a darker Venus. It's a passionate, lusty Venus. So it's kind of like that trade-off that Pluto gave to Persephone. It was related to the fact that he may have initiated her into the full-blown pleasures of desire and sensuality. And she loved it so much that she couldn't get enough of it, so she had to return to him over and over again. So we have here an initiation into the pleasures of the flesh. I have to think of all sorts of metaphors to avoid saying sex, because, you know, YouTube. So I see very clearly that around the new moon, something happened between you and your person, and now he's being drawn, and I feel it's a he for most of you. It could be a she as well for a small majority of you, but I feel that your person is being drawn to you like a moth to a flame. Yeah, you've got that sweet nectar that they can't get enough of. There's something quite psychic, occult, and witchy about you, because we see that this is a palm with an eye inside of it. Yeah, my esoteric munchkin. You are making this person go crazy for you. This person could be 29 years old or 43 years old. Yeah, we have here the indicators, or you may be of those ages. We have here with the Witch's Rosary, craft your skills with intentions repeated, a practice of magic powered by purpose. Have you been casting some love spells on your person? Because guess what? They're working, okay? They're working. The only problem with love spells is that if you attract a person by using a love spell, you will have to keep doing the love spell to keep that person's interest awake. And it can be exhausting and draining because spells usually have a shelf life of about 2 to 3 days maximum, yeah? So keep that in mind. Even if you have people kind of sending you bad juju and creating negative spell work towards you, just wait it out, okay? That's the best strategy. Wait it out and it will disappear by itself. So I feel that through your prayers, through your visualizations, if you haven't been doing love spells as they are, you've been thinking so much about this person, you've been holding them in your heart, you've been sending them some good mojo, sensual energy, and now, boom, it's working, it's coming into being. What else would your person say to you? Your person thinks that you're soulmates. There you go, just blurting it out, yeah? Very clear. Your person thinks that you are his or her soulmate. They want more of you. They feel that they can learn from you, that they can grow with you, even as they are trying to overcome this fear of being trapped by intimacy. This person hasn't learned or didn't have good role models as they were growing up. It could be that also their North Node in their birth chart, which activates around the age of 33, their North Node could be in Aquarius or Libra, although a North Node in Libra, no, in Aquarius or Capricorn, or it may be conjunct to Uranus or Saturn. This person could fear, or there may have been some painful separations in their past, some shocking traumatic events that made them fear the idea of coming too close, of being too much of themselves, of being too open to vulnerable in the personal connection. But with you, it's like you give them wings. Yeah, you are their spiritual, emotional Red Bull. There you go. And it's almost as if this person just wants to be around you, kind of like to eat from your energy, you know, to absorb you, to like imbibe themselves with your good vibes. And I also feel that they're giving something back to you, because we talked about the giving aspect, right, at the beginning of this energy. So this is not a energetic vampire, you know, that comes into your life and is like, you know, let me suck a little bit from your energy because you're so good and let me drain you. No, this is a person that gives back to you, and they want to actually give back as much as they take. They don't want you to be ever drained or depleted. Yeah, so a big transformation in their awareness is happening at the moment. Butterflies represent transformation, the winds of change. And I feel like this person would say to you that they think that you guys are soulmates. They sat and they thought about it, and no matter how afraid they are of intimacy, they want to give this a go. The final card, look, because you are worthy. You are this kind of person that gives them their favorite drug, inspiration. Yeah. So you give them something nobody else can give them, you know. It's not about your body, it's not about your looks, it's about your soul, it's about your vibe, your energy, your colors, your aura. It's like, I just need to be close to you, you know. You are worthy of love, and this person is finally seeing it. They would say that to you. They would say, you are worthy of love, and I am worthy of being in a connection with you. I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't want to spoil it. These were your cards. I hope you have enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments if it's actually coming true for you. I feel that for the majority of you, this will come true, but it's always a 50-50 kind of chance with this. You know, it's a hit and miss because it's a collective reading. Anyway, give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this reading, and take care of your beautiful heart. Until next time. Hey group 3, welcome to your pick a card reading. This is for those of you who are drawn to the Mahogany Obsidian. I need to tell you a couple of things. For your reading, I actually had to turn off my AC because it was getting chilly in here. So there is some emotional frostiness. I also had to switch from drinking lemonade to drinking coffee with a bit of milk because I was feeling a little bit, not necessarily tired, but I just felt the need for coffee. So this tells me that There is an atmosphere of maybe detachment, separation, and tiredness, lethargy between you and your person. And Mahogany Obsidian, it's this stone that can help you get in touch with the unseen world, the world of the dead. It is a very protective stone, but it's also a grounding stone. It stabilizes you in the present moment and gives you determination. I'm already picking up on Saturn, Pluto vibes between you and your person. You could be a Capricorn dealing with a Scorpio or vice versa. Let's see what the cards have to say regarding what is on your person's mind. What would they say to you if they could? So we have here the King of Wands. Whoa. So you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or this person is embodying such traits at the moment. This is definitely an older man that has a lot of really wonderful qualities. A man that is a leader, a man that is brave, a good person to turn to when you need advice. This is somebody who jumps into action and actually delivers, brings things to an end. This is a person that may act now and speak later, but they do so with consideration for other people's feelings. This is a person that thrives on feeling like the world is opening up to them, like there is possibility, a big picture thinking, a person with big projects on their mind, somebody highly ambitious, somebody who's not happy with things as they are. They want to make them better, bigger. I feel that this person has a lot of confidence that came from years of work and training their skill. This is a person who also is incredibly lucky. I feel like Goddess Fortuna has been extending her hand to this person many, many times. They take risks, you know, they're unafraid. Nothing can bring them down, you know, they get right back up and back in the game. After countless defeats, they're still there, they're still holding strong. This is a person who's also very charismatic. Like, they could look amazing, you know, they could have a bright smile, they move very fast, they hit on you very strong, you know, until you say yes. They can make like a whole room liven up, right, with their jokes, with their stories. You know, this is a person that gives a great toast at a wedding, at a party. Very charismatic. Yeah. And we also have here the Five of Swords. What would your person say to you? They would pick a fight. That's what they would do. Very typical of a fire sign. You know, sometimes fire signs need to pick fights because first of all, they have quite a good opinion of themselves and they think that whatever they say is right. And sometimes they are right. That's true. But other times I feel like they could allow the ego to get the best of you. They think that you allowed your ego to get the best of you, but they may just be projecting. There is a problem here. You stepped on this person's toes and they don't like it, and they're gonna let you know. This person doesn't hold back, and that's their problem. They can be infuriatingly honest, and they can suffer from foot in the mouth syndrome, you know. It's like they need some sort of a team of Libra Sun people to PR them on their every move, because sometimes you can just blurt things out and it can really hurt other people's feelings. I feel like you guys may have had a disagreement regarding politics, religion, your family. You might have said something to this person in a moment of vulnerability, and then as soon as you stepped on their toes or did something that they didn't like, they retaliated by using that moment that you said, by using that information that you told them when you were vulnerable. They used it against you. That is so below the belt and so mean and cruel, because it makes you not want to open up to anybody. Yeah. So I feel like this person kind of blocked the chances of growth between you two. That's why the energy is lethargic, melancholic, and quite cold. Like, I had the chills, you know, before your reading began. Five of Swords is the card of, I am right and you are wrong. I have power over you. Whatever you say to me, blah, 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 I am going to hold on to what I believe. It's arguments, verbal arguments, calling each other names. And it's sad because the energy is quite beautiful. So let's see. We have here the 8th house. Oof, yeah, powerful attraction between the two of you. Obsessive even, to the point where it ended up self-destructing itself. Yeah. If you guys didn't use this energy to make love, Well, you may have used it to argue. Because with 8th house energy, you have to do something. You can't repress it. If you repress it, it will explode. And it will explode in really dark things. Yeah, this is also known as the house of murder. So, not to scare you or anything, I don't think that this person has that kind of an energy on their mind. But it's like they wanted you so badly, they might have hit on you quite heavily with a lot of confidence. You may have freaked out and rejected them because you thought they were a player, not a king of wands. And then they took that hurt and they used it against you. It's like, how dare you like reject me, you know? Who do you think you are? And that kind of nasty ego aspect came up. Yes, and I can hear the annoying police alarm outside. So it was alarm bells and triggers and everything was red when before it was rosy colored and perfect, you know. And you might have really freaked out. You could have seen this person's verbal violence and you thought, oh my God, if this person is verbally violent with me, can you imagine if they are physically violent with me? Fear. Deep, deep fear. This kind of like visceral fear, like, oh my God, I'm going to be decapitated, you know. That's the 8th house energy. It doesn't mess around. Yeah, it's Scorpio energy, it's Pluto. It's about the depths of intense emotions, extreme anger, jealousy, frustration, domination, you know, wanting to own, wanting to control, to grab, to hold, and to a certain point to not allow to breathe, right? To suffocate. Suffocating with demands, suffocating with emotions. It can be metaphorically speaking, not only physically, yeah. So we have here as well loyalty, Stevie Ray. Maybe Steve, Ray, Randolph, Raluca, I'm hearing as well. Could have been the names of the people involved, but I see here somebody that in spite of how they came across, this is a person who is incredibly loyal. There's been such a massive misunderstanding between you two. And there were a lot of fears that came up to the surface the moment you guys began to disagree. And boom, it's like completely drove a wedge into this connection. So what they would say to you is, I know you think I'm mysterious and scary or intimidating, but actually deep down, I am a very loyal person. I hold on to those that I love. I don't want to let you go. Why are you running away from me? What are you afraid of? Is it because we just had an argument? Why can't you just trust me? I can be the best person in your life if you just allow me to love you. But we keep arguing, we keep coming back to ground zero, we keep insulting one another or trying to one-up one another with information. Yeah. It's difficult. I can understand. I've been there as well, so don't worry. I feel like you may be dealing here with somebody who is 33 years old or 46 years old, yeah? Or you could have these energies. And I'm not sure, but I hope you're not dealing with somebody who's 17 months, 17 days ago, 17 weeks could have been the moment when this argument happened. You have the foraging and the scarecrow. We also have the age 34. So the keywords underneath these two gorgeous cards are, there is no better feeling than having gone after what you desire. Remember that you are not alone. Move with confidence as you are guided. It's funny, right? Because I was talking about fears. Yeah. The fear of physical violence, the fear of maybe abuse, sensual abuse, you know, SA. The fear of just being captured, locked away, all sorts of like these fears that I guess they appear in our consciousness because we watch too much true crime. And of course you should, if you're an intelligent being, you need to take precautions, you know. There are some creepy people out there, definitely, but it's not the majority of the people on earth. And for situations to escalate to such a psychotic level, a lot of things need to come together, and that's quite rare. So quieting down those fears or facing them enough in order to be able to overcome them is important in this situation. I feel like this person is actually quite proud of themselves for chasing you, for wanting to be in your life, and they would do it again if given the opportunity. They don't understand why you didn't want to go foraging with them, why you didn't want to just jump on this adventure with them. But I feel that they're starting to understand that it's because of their attitude, their words, their behavior, which could have been too intense for you. Maybe you've dated people that are very different in the past, and right now this person is like a game changer, but they came on too strongly. And the scarecrow is a sign here of you're seeing them as somebody quite negative, or they've started to see you as, you know, the villain, the culprit, because they find it very difficult to accept their own shadow. So yeah, you're keeping each other at arm's length. You see the scarecrow's position, right? At arm's length. Don't touch me, but I'm still interested in what you have to say and what you feel for me, because there is a powerful attraction, okay? It's undeniable. Yeah, the physical energy between you two is smoking hot. Sorry about the weird sound effects. So the final two cards that we have here, the Rainbow Reviver and Serendipity. Expect a stroke of good luck to bring you and this person back together. And this time it's going to be a little bit more lighthearted. Yeah. There is an obstacle that you guys need to overcome, just like my speech blocked itself. You need to overcome this small impediment. I feel that it could be that eclipse season could bring you a fated opportunity. With serendipity, you cannot plan on it. I can tell you that it may happen on the 29th of the month. It may happen 29 days from the moment when you watch this reading. But it's serendipity. It's a surprise coordinated by the divine. It's a lucky accident. And you can't really plan on that. It's kind of like Uranian energy. It's just something that takes over you, right? And with the Rainbow Reviver, I find it hard to pronounce this word, reviver. I keep saying reviver. Maybe this person speaks, maybe they're Spanish and they combine their B with a V. You know how in the Spanish dialect sometimes a V could be pronounced as a B? Like vivamos, for example, which is vivamos. Interesting. So you could be dealing here with a Spanish-speaking person, okay? And I don't know why I keep hearing that annoying alarm outside, but there is something coming in with urgency, a change. Allow this change to happen, surrender to it. This person would say that they would like to try again, that they want to bring more lighthearted, humorous, happy energy. And this person is actually a firecracker. When you get them in a good mood, oh my goodness, they can make you laugh until your belly hurts. Yeah, they are just that fired up, really infectious, optimistic energy. So very clearly, expect a change, a positive change. It will come out of the blue. It will feel like a lucky accident. You're gonna bump into this person, or somebody's gonna introduce them to you, and you're gonna be like, oh, I already know this person. Expect something beautiful to happen. This person would like to try again at this connection, and they don't want to scare you. Definitely they don't want to scare you. I feel that they do apologize for this conflict. They feel embarrassed and ashamed. I would strongly recommend that if you see this person again, don't bring it up, because you will see that through the way in which they behave with you, they made the decision to make amends. But I think this person is a little bit too proud to actually say, I'm sorry. You know, many people dread saying those words. Yeah, well, human beings and our complex psychology, right? This is what I had for you, group 3. Your reading was a little bit heavier than the other two, but I think it was equally significant, if not carrying more weight. Make sure to wear some Mahogany Obsidian in this period. It can really help you with balancing out the energy between you and this King of Wands individual here. And work on those fears, okay? It's healthy to have a good amount of fear in order to be careful about how you go out in the world. But if you have too much fear, you stop living. Yeah. And I want you to go out there and enjoy life. So if you enjoyed this reading, comment down below and let me know your experience. Give it a thumbs up so it can be distributed to many other people out there. And I cannot wait to see my next one.